stabilise eyes right underneath this. It's nice impact of the ball towards his face. Right underneath it. It's soft hand. Impact of the ball towards his face. Rings to the end. Soft hand. Tector gone for a globe. Rings to the end. 13 for 1. Tector gone for a globe. And it's 13 for 1.
Batsman at number 3. Tucker, the keeper, batsman at number 3. Start, they need stable starting, so wicket has gone down for Sterling. Stable starting, so wicket has gone down for Sterling. Benny was on it briefly. Ellis, Benny was coming on to bowl his first over. Ellis is coming on to bowl his first over.
Wow. Another
First ball on target, pace off. That's the beauty, really. First ball on target, pace off.
Delivery, that. Can't be easy to bowl with the brand new ball as well. That. Can't be easy to bowl with the brand new ball as well. This side's experience now missing. Start this side's experience now missing. Lovely delivery. Absolutely. Has not got a lovely delivery. That's come out of his hand. Have a look how baffled he is. Not got a clue. That's come out of his hand. Have a look how baffled he is. Is completely bamboozled by Ellis. Very first ball. So Ellis is back-to-back wickets does Australia. The dare gone for 12. Back-to-back wickets does Australia. It's 13 for 2. The dare gone for 12. And it's 13 for 2.
Couple of wickets have gone down. Curtis Camper is in. Couple of wickets have gone down. Curtis slow ball from Ellis. What personally back of the hand slow ball from Ellis. Done. That's gone up in the air. The ramp that's gone up in the air. The ramp response takes it to the fence. Absolutely stunning. Good response. This was absolutely so accurate. He funneled the batsman with the bat arrived at all. So accurate. First one arrived at all. Read there. First one, very good protection. Comfortably in the air. This is back at the hand. First ball. Comfortably in the air. This is back at the hand. Took the batsman by surprise. Was nowhere near the line of the ball. Took the batsman by surprise. Was nowhere near the line of the ball. Jumping up and down, obviously didn't pick it. The lack of pace is jumping up and down, obviously didn't pick it. But bullseye and what a first ball. And another one bites the dust. And another one, we in there, bites the dust. Catch. It's an easy one, and Australians are all in there. Picking up a catch. It's an easy one, and Australians are all over Irish.
Righto, yep. Settling up here for a couple of back-to-back wickets. Look at this. Settling up here for nothing on it. No power whatsoever. Cameron Green's whopping hands and netting and a catch. No power whatsoever. Cameron Green's whopping hands and netting and a catch. It's really disappointing here. Really disappointing here. They've gone for 4 and it's 17 for 3. They've gone for 4 and it's 17 for 3.
नेक्स्ट मंथ होगा क्योंकि यार वो मेरा दोस्त है नुमान उसने मेरे को किस तरह से मैं बड़ा मैं कंफ्यूज हुआ हूँ आगे पीछे के पैसे पकड़ने लगा हूँ पैसे बेचूँ उसको ज़रूरत है इजी होते मुझे बताएं अगर कोई नहीं 20 महीने नहीं होते अभी नहीं हो तो कोई इशू वाली बात नहीं है सिर्फ मैं पूछ रहा हूँ क्योंकि मैंने फिर अपना उसको तो मैं पूरे करके मैंने भेज देने अभी मैं सिर्फ अपना हिसाब किताब लगा रहा हूँ मैंने निकलेगा जल्दी
17 for the loss of 3. It's gone pear-shaped for Ireland in the first 17 for the loss of 3. It's gone pear-shaped for Ireland in the first 2.3. Ben Callens is the newcomer, finding the target quite effortlessly. Really finding the target quite effortlessly. So a ball that's well blocked. So a ball that's well blocked.
Yeah, it's actually really important for Australia here. Yeah, it's actually really Ellis gets important for Australia here. World Cup. That Ellis gets up and about in this World Cup. Injury towards the back of the big bash league. A little bit with now he's back in injury towards the back of the big bash. He's going to be poking on these. Now he's back in business. Great changer, and he's going to be poking on these. He's got great changer. Just holding a little bit. Chase up on the deception straight away. Just holding a little bit, causing batsmen. The deception straight away, and what effect that's causing batsmen.
Ball a heavy ball as I say because the second ball was one ball a heavy ball as I say because the second ball was dropped down to 113.3. That's a massive change of pace.
Yeah, almost 30k, right? That's huge, and that's exactly takes time. Yeah, almost 30k, right? That's huge, and that's exactly 1 minute you're 140, next minute you're 110. Adjustment. 1 minute you're 140, and then you add in the conditions on which a bowler. That's tough. And then you add in the conditions on which a bowler's deliveries. A little bit of hold, some sideways turn, pace deliveries. A little bit of hold, some sideways turn. Good stuff. Yep, really deceptive. Good stuff.
He's maybe hit the ball a little early. So on the leg side won't be a little early. But wide, probably the leg side won't be. It's 18 for 3. But wide, that probably hits the thigh pad. It's 18 for 3.
Yeah, 3 none. 3 wickets down as well. 3 none. Spin is going to be a big factor here as well. This batting unit has to take on. Spin is going to be a big factor here. This batting unit has to take on Mumbo. Group B, we're at. That's the stadium here. Australia, we see we're first time. This is Ireland's second go. Australia was over the line first time. Sri Lanka did have their chances, Rammies. Didn't quite get over the line again. Sri Lanka did have their chances, Rammies. Now in trouble. Really 18 Sri Lanka away. Now in trouble at 18 for 3.
Dropped 7 catches against Sri Lanka. Dropped 7 catches against Sri Lanka. 10, 12 overs and then okay for the first 10, 12 overs and then bowling innings
को मैंने आपको भेजे और यार वो आपको याद होगा जिस दिन हमने हाल में आए थे आप गए थे फायर में रात को गए थे मैंने रात को ट्राई किया था रात को सेंड नहीं हुए थे मैंने सुबह उठ के जब आपको मैसेज आया था तो मैंने आपको ऑलरेडी ट्रांसफर किया था आप हिंदी में बाहर गए हुए थे निहाल भाई के साथ बाकी ठीक है जो मैंने आपको भेजने थे और आप मुझे 50 देना ठीक हो गया
It's a fast outfield. Had that gone through it would have been a point. It's a fast outfield. Had that gone through it would have been a 4.
Really is. Yeah, exactly. The more professional out. It really is full membership nations. The more professional out ways to take care of business. With the defined ways, non-negotiable, take care of business. The fielding displays like we just saw there, non-negotiables. The fielding displays like we just saw there, those stops. Really tend to struggle with those one break. The associate in nations really tend to struggle with that one break. You swim above the reef and take everything out. They'll do it consistently well. Swim above the reef and take everything out. They'll do it consistently well. Even now, this batting display. Just see the mindset. Even now, this batting display quite matching the skills. See that the mindset, intentions to score, but they had to take the skills at a time. They had the intention inside those first 6 overs as well to manage the risk inside those first 6 overs to manage the risk. The perfect start for Australia. Put you on the back foot. 20 is the perfect start for Australia. Put you on the back foot.
I think they need to learn on the job. So every outing has got to be better. They need to learn on the job. So every outing has got to be better than the previous over again. They also Ireland takes over again. Also Ireland will look at the 5, then they got cut short. Then Flow was curtailed by Australia. Flow was curtailed by Australia. Case against Sri Lanka as well. Case against Sri Lanka as well.
You and I are at the pitch, Ravies, at the start of the day. You and I are at the pitch, Ravies, at the start of the day. It was going to be a little low and a little slow. It's going to be tough through the middle stages. It's going to be a little low and a little slow. It's going to be tough through the middle stages. Got to say, you were spot on. And got to say, you were spot on.
But you've got to use the conditions. You've got to have the skills really to then. You've got to use the conditions. You've got to have the skills really to then. Israel has been very good with pace. Make it happen so far. That is really so well with pace and pace so far. That is so well. That it's gone up in the air. Maxwell is trying to get around that one. So that's gone up in the air. Maxwell is trying to get around that one.
Yeah, they've gone in pretty heavy with Spin Australia. They've got Maxwell himself there. Yeah, they've gone in pretty heavy with Spin Australia. They've got Maxwell himself there to leading screen taker for Australia. For obviously who's been such a good taker, controller Australia. He has a good base, such a good controller of T20 cricket. He has got enough runs. Stay out. He'll make sure that they get home, and then they've got enough runs. He'll make sure that they get home, and then Kuhn
this is a lot better. There's acreage of vacant space that's gone all the way. I think that's a 6. There's acreage of vacant space that's gone all the way. I think that's a 6. 427 for 3. Mighty good strike that. After 427 for 3.
This has been absolute pumped. And his way out of that oval. It's a really good one up until this. His way out of that oval. It's been a really good one up until this. They ball out of shape so easily. Slow with courage, ball out of shape so easily. Hands through it. You'll get the distance. Stay in line with the board. Hands through it. You'll get the distance.
Ellis has been wonderful to watch so far. 2 for 5. Ellis has been wonderful to watch so far. 2 for 5. Someone who's got a bundle of energy. Someone's got a bundle of energy. Very keen to ball, smile on his face also. He's got a bag of tricks to go, a smile on his face also. He's got a bag of tricks to go. Speed. Oh, there, he gets another one. Big inside edge. Oh, there, he gets another one. His big inside edge off the surface. This was on pace delivery. So it's off the surface now for Ellis.
He's finding his way to the timber.
Now for Ellis.
The stumps are getting finding his way to the timber. The stumps are getting not quite his full pace delivery we saw earlier, which is not quite his full pace delivery we saw earlier. Edge, not a lot of 140s in this track at 130. Inside edge, not a lot of bounce in this track. Advance towards him, Elites. Advance towards him, has to go. Gone for 2, 27 for 4.
सबसे बेकार ये मैच आ रहा है
सबसे
बेकार 5 में दी आइलैंड वाला
Stage Island just need to consolidate. I know we're talking about here. Island just need to consolidate. I know we're talking about here. Find a little partnership here quickly. Find a little partnership here quickly.
In a procession. Gareth Delaney is in. In a procession. No rhythm. Gareth Delaney is in. 4 wickets down. No rhythm to the innings. Has got a bit of experience. 6 innings. Has got a bit of experience. Ellis has got a hat-trick on debut. Ellis has got a hat-trick on debut. And there's another slow ball. 3 for 5 currently. Brilliant. And there's another slow ball. It's brilliant. Absolutely great to watch.
The off-pace as well. They're mixing it up. Good blend of darts into this track. They're mixing it up. Good blend of darts into this track. Oh, hello. It's breezy. It has been all day. It's breezy. It has been all day. What it's meant also is with that breeze that it's made that bigger side. What it's meant also is that breeze means made that bigger side. 77 square. A lot of boundaries scored. Think about the average game. There's a lot of boundaries scored. Lots of 4s. Think about the average game today. Lots of 4s and 6s. Not so much today.
I like this long fence strategy because I like this long spin. Hits the spinners in. You've got to hit the ball properly to get a 4 or a 6. Hits the spinners in. You've got to hit the ball properly to get a 4 or a 6. And just a little late on that. Off the lane out of the crease. Big inside edge. Just a little late on that one. You're standing out of the crease.
The mistake was made because he came towards Ellis. The mistake usually means that you're looking to hit the ball down the ground. Which usually means that you're looking to hit the ball down the ground. Ellis pulled his length back through the line. Sort of trapped him into having to pull his length back, cross bat shot. Sort of trapped him into having to play cross bat shot.
List of top performance with the ball. Quite a list of top performance with the ball. Quite a few. Australia playing their first game, I'm sure they'll be showing that list. Australia playing their first game, I'm sure they'll be showing that list. Making his presence felt. Ellis 3 for 5. Making his presence felt.
Always eyeing off those targets. Who's the best? To be eyeing off those targets. Who's the best? The only way to be inwardly competitive as well as just competitive on the global stage. Inwardly competitive as well as just time to get to the global stage. Some lucky time to get to the near a number of times. Some lucky as well near a number of times. And ways to stay in the game, stay competitive. Example 2's been there so many times. Stay in the game, stay competitive. Example 2's been there so many times. Three-game show Australia. What's competitive? The only thing that matters is when three-game show Australia talks about it. Only just the way they think. Second is not an option for Australia. That's just the way they think.
That's a slow one. He's having a ball out there, Alice. That's a slow one. He's having numbers for ball out there, Alice. Greg is 3 numbers for him after 2 overs. 28 for 4. He's 3
हाँ वो
for 5.
टैक्स लगा हुआ है एक ब्रांच कल करेगा सुबह की जगह ये फाइल रखने का
On the ring, a world of hurts, 28 for 4. On the ring, Paul Sterling. A world of hurts, 28 for 4. So make it 28 for 5. Paul Sterling retired hurt, so make it 28 for 5.
For 4 Ireland struggling here against the mighty Australians who did well. 28 for 4 Ireland struggling here against the mighty Australians who did well. The lost early wickets Australia 182. The lost early wickets Australia 88 for 4 and then recovered well got to 182. 88 for 4. Live and recovered well got to 1 a spell from Ellis. And in reply when they came out to bowl, what a spell from Ellis. Up, good variation. 3 for 5 to bowl. Beautifully seam up, good variation and to kind of ball. Pick up by the batters by the Irish batters. Difficult to kind of pick up by the batters by the Irish batters.
Lot of work to do. Over 10's needed. Lot of work to do. Over 10's needed. This is an interesting matchup here. Kuhneman up against Lorcan Tucker, their former teammates. They played in Ireland together, Lorcan Tucker, former teammates. Kuhneman, they played in Ireland together, College in Dublin, and it was Matthew Kuhneman, not Trinity College in Dublin, and it was Australian spinner and Lorcan Tucker when they played together for Trinity. Australian spinner and Lorcan Tucker when they played together for Trinity University playing the so they'll know each other well. University playing the tournament, so they'll know each other well.
क्या प्रॉब्लम
Australia are one of the favorites in this T20 World Cup.
JV entry mistake
They are one of the favorites in this T20 World
process
Cup.
किया हुआ
In
है
this World Cup.
too much problem too
The
much
first game in this World Cup injuries, big injury. The skipper looked quite convincing. Couple of injuries, big injury. The skipper. That's today. Mitch Marsh, slot sweep, not mid-range. No with the spin. Marsh, slot sweep, not mid-range. Changing his field now with the spin. Square leg is coming up. Changing his field now. Square leg is coming out. Mid-wicket back up for this shot onto the boundary. Because Saraj onto his pads, back up for this shot. Saraj onto his pads.
ये एक्सरसाइज ठीक है ठीक है से लगता है ये पूरी कर दिया
Down the ground,
कैश
but off inside the ring, so it's a good option from Gareth Delaney. He was looking to go inside the ring, so it's a good option from Gareth Delaney. Much better option. Leg side, the slog,
लास्ट में किया है मैं भी खराब मैं विपिन चाय पी लेने मैं खराब
with the spin, hit middle left, and offers up in the circle. Safe shot, the spin, hit middle left, and offers up in the circle. So a safe shot. Much boundary for Ireland.
too long off and mid on. Inside the ring. Drop back. Will he go leg side? Will Gareth Delaney go against inside the ring? The spin here. Will he go leg side? Will Gareth Delaney go against the man inside the ring? The spin here with the temptation of the man inside the ring. Excellent line. Pushed it wider on that line. Was that wide guideline? Pushed it wider on that.
It's not an easy wicket to
Was
bat
that
on.
wide
You can't just come
guideline?
out and play shots. It's not an easy wicket to bat on. You can't just come out and play shots.
Singles,
You've got to try, then try to hit some shots. Although I'm right, don't have enough time to some shots. Run it is 10 and a half. Just over 10 and a half. Don't have enough time to go and run it is 10 and a half. Just over 10 and a half.
Oh, it sounded outstanding. What a lovely shot that is. He must have been listening to Matthew Hayes. What a lovely shot that is. He must have been listening to Matthew Hayes down the picture board. Delaney does just that. Down the picture, back it down the ground. Delaney does just that. Power play done. 40 for 4. Time for a drink. Well, what a hit this is. What a hit. Well, what a hit this is. Step down the pitch and clobbering. No holds barred. Step down. He's a pitch and clobbering. Gareth Delaney. No holds barred there. He's a long time. 6 in a Gareth Delaney. He opened the batting for a long time. He's as a finisher now. He's going to have Delta Air. What a hell of a knock to finish this a finisher now. He's going to have play it. What a hell of a knock to finish this one.
Previous one, bad over. 12 from previous one, but just over 10 because it was a goal, 44 squad line, just over 10.
Australia so far, just one extra, so discipline with the ball. Australia so far as well, just one extra, so discipline with the ball. Two really good power plays, Australia. First with the bat and now with the ball. Two really good power plays, Australia. First with the bat and now on the ball in the launch phase. Travis Head, Captain Marsh, the absence of phase. Travis Head, Captain Marsh, protector. The absence of no timing, Marsh. Safety call, Cam Green, Lofting. That was timing, safety call, Cam Green. That was absolutely done. Ace on, Pallets. Dragging one on Ellis. Pallets, fine bowler. Generally at the back end, Ellis is fine bowler. Generally at the back end, he is, but today, top has been good.
3 wickets, 5 runs, 10 dot ball. Just 2 overs. 3 wickets, 5 runs, 10 dot ball. Perfect start for this World Cup. Brilliant spell by the Australians. Perfect start for this World Cup campaign by the Australians. Here onwards, obviously, and should have been. Here onwards, the boundary and over, at least. Should have been 6-7 and no, otherwise the over, at least 6-7 and no, otherwise the run rate.
Power play done. Ireland 44 in trouble, but we look back to a magic moment from yesteryear. In trouble, but we look back to a magic moment from yesteryear. There was a moment that Curtis Campbell will remember for a long, long time. There was a moment that Curtis Campbell will remember for a long, long time. 5 this year in a interprovincial game, a List A game this year in a interprovincial game, a List A game this year.
5 wickets on 5 deliveries. Wow, that's incredible. 5 wickets on 5 deliveries. Wow, that's incredible. Very rarely you hear that. Big appeal for delivery, maybe the inside edge. Big appeal for delivery, maybe the inside edge. Gonna come back for two.
Just outside the
running.
line. Think just outside the line. Travis Head sends it upstairs. Travis Damascene is our third umpire who will have a look at this for us. Damascene is our third umpire who will have a look at this for us.
Player review for LBW, on-field decision is not out. Player review for LBW, on-field decision is not out. Player delivery, watching split screen. Like to see the ultra-edge when is ready. Like to see the ultra-edge when is ready. Ultra-edge is coming. Okay, ultra-edge is coming forward. Move forward. Gap between the bat and the ball. Move forward. Okay, move forward. Gap between the bat and the ball. Okay, no battery, no looking forward. The ball tracking. On-field decision is not out. No battery, no looking go to the ball tracking. On-field decision is not out. The line impact outside. Believe you can stay with your line. Impact outside. Believe you can stay with your not decision.
It doesn't get many wrong.
Beyond the screen.
Richard Illingworth. That was doesn't get outside the line, and he knew it. And Richard Illingworth, Lorcan Tucker knew it as well. Outside the line, and he knew it. And I think Lorcan Tucker knew it as well.
Experienced. The top umpires. Cricket too. Richard Illingworth. Very experienced.
He's happy man at breakfast this morning. He's a big Leeds United fan, Richard Illingworth. Happy man at breakfast this morning. 2-2 last night. He's a big Leeds United fan, Richard Illingworth. He should never 2-2 last night. And he had his cap on at breakfast. He should never wear a cap at the table.
The talented individual who tags the stumps very often. The talented individual one tags the stumps very often. Break, but he tried to go straight to one. Straight to one. And the leg break, but he tried to go before the flicks was straight to ones. Hence a lot of like before dismissals.
He's comfortably Australia's best bowler. Was in. He's comfortably Australia's best bowler. Top wicket taken for Australia in this format. 34 wickets in 24 top games. Top wicket taken for Australia in this format. Under 8 runs and over, so just 24 games. An outstanding bowler, under 8 runs and over, so reliable. An outstanding bowler and trusted game changer. Reliable.
Rated over in this format.
Game changer.
Rated over in this day and age in this format is exceptional, especially by the spinners. Delivery, another straight one. No turn as yet. Delivery, another straight one. That's all he does as yet. Just attacks the stumps with the fuller deliveries. That's all he does. He just attacks the stumps with the fuller deliveries. Got couple of ladder. One for Australia miles ahead of everyone else. Got couple of ladder. 139 miles ahead of everyone else.
Now caught, yes, what a good catch that is. Now caught, yes, what a good catch that is. 52 miles an hour, he took the pace from Zampa, just 52 miles to the batter, he took the pace, and I tell you what, it's a really good grab behind the stump from Josh Inglis. And I tell you what, it's a really good grab behind the stump from Josh Inglis.
Let's have a look at this wicket. Josh Inglis, a good leader. Let's have a look at this wicket. Again, not a great shot, a poor shot selection. He was going against the spin. Not a great shot, a poor shot selection. The stumps by Josh English. And Ireland get behind the stumps by Josh English. They're in Ireland trouble. Their fifth wicket. They're in big trouble.
And he gone for 11. 43 for 5. And he gone for 11. 43 for 5. The latest to trudge off. Delaney, the latest to trudge off. Never really got going. Despondently, Delaney, that tells the story. Never really got going. Dockers Newman, he's back in the all-rounder status now. Dockers Newman, he's today back in the all-rounder status now. Bowled brilliantly again today. Useful lower ball striker for 3 to 4 years now on this Irish side. Lower ball striker 10 and a half and over against the likes of Irish side on this surface. Nearly 10 and a half and over against the likes of Zampa on this surface. Won't be easy. That's excellent. We're singing his praises. 43 for 5. We're singing his praises. 43 for 5.
Have a look at the wicket again. Back of a hand, yeah, looks like back of a hand. Look at the wicket again. Back of a hand, yeah, looks like back of a hand. Turn. The line was right, the length was perfect as well. Just went straight, but the line was right, the effort was perfect as well. Behind the stumps. Brilliant effort as Josh Inglis behind the stumps. Off stump to play that shot most of the time, the best shot. Good on one side, off stump to play that shot most of the time. So, it on.
क्या
Australia are all over
जरा
on
से पेन पकड़ लो स्पिन पे
a trial by spin right now in the middle phase.
किसी का वन पेन
Trial by spin right now in the middle phase. Highly talented, very well thought of. Up and coming cricketer out of Australia.
He's my supplier.
Very well thought of. All-round up and coming cricketer out of Australia. Moving forward, him as a general all-rounder option. Moving forward. Huge turn of the ball, but you'll enjoy conditions. Fingerspill, a huge turn of the ball, but you'll enjoy conditions. Lovely bit of bowling that from Adam Zampa. Really was beautiful. Lovely bit of bowling that from Adam Zampa. Enticed. Really was beautiful from Zampa.
First ball he bowled was
Enticed.
straighter one. First ball he bowled was negative one, straighter one.
Blue.
Off stump, big appeal, and then the variation was crossing off stump. Then the variation for one is
थैंक यू यार
1 over. 3 ones. 1 for 1
तुम अरबाब है भाई
1 over.
हम गरीब लोग हैं
Tournament now for Travis Head if he has to. If he has to. Tournament now for Travis Head if he has to. If he has to. Struggling. This side plays out, but obviously struggling bat in hand, we know what he can do. But that plays out. Potentially the captains, he's got a hand, we know what he can do. But trusted potentially the captains, he's got a big role.
back foot, he's got the delivery. That's a look. On a back foot, he's got the turn, the drift, drifts in beautifully, and then it turns. Sharp turn, drifts and bounce. He missed it completely, and then it turned. Sharp turn and bounce. He missed it completely. Better.
Often happens. You get beaten on the outside edge, or you're facing often happens. Wrist spinner potentially. You don't know which way is outside edge. You go to the sweep. Wrist spinner potentially. You don't know which way is turning. You go to the sweep. When all else fails, Tuckers are useful. Exponent of the reverse sweep. Any real connection. Docker likes to go down the ground, not a big sweeper. Docker likes to go down the ground, not a big sweeper. Ballers too. I don't think they'll get to it. Excellent from Australia. Kuhneman was 15 to 20 yards off the rope from Australia. Kuhneman was 15 to 20 yards off the rope. 8 done. 47 for 5. Ireland need 11.33 and over. Gotta go. Gotta go now. 11.33 and over. Gotta go. Gotta go now. Oh, what a hit. What a hit, George Dockrell. I mentioned he likes to go down the ground. What a hit. That time, what a hit, George Dockrell. I mentioned he likes to go down the ground, but that time,
really a good shot, safe shot, with the spin. Always really a good shot, a safe shot, with the spin. Always a bit of room, he bowled fully, and here we go. Nicely picked up. He bowled couple of bounces, and into the fence. Nicely picked up. Couple of bounces, and into the fence.
Where's he go? Fuller, faster. Where does Zampa go now? Where's he go? Fuller, faster.
Ball is for 2. This is good running. Ball is for 2. Hunter is good running. Henshaw was a fielder. 6 Hunter of the over. Henshaw was a fielder. 2 balls to go. 6 runs from the over. Boundary. 2 balls to go. Over 11 now. Wide run rate is over 11 now.
Speaking about Nathan Ellis, just have a little look through how he went about in this early stage. Ellis, just have a little look through how he went about in this early stage. So the batsman's ball, back of the hand, slow ball, scrambles seemed to work with like an off-cutter, so he thinks it's still a pace-on delivery. Scrambles seemed to work with like an off-cutter, so he thinks it's still a pace-on delivery. Totally outfoxes Ross Adair. First ball, you run in, batter's expecting pace on, you get it slow ball, you run in, batter's expecting pace on, you get it slow ball at the back of the hand, spot on. Pulled away, leg side, good from Dockrell, excellent, he's a good player, spin, he's good, pulled away, leg side, good from Dockrell, excellent, he's a good player, spin, body, excellent from Dockrell, powerful, upper body, excellent from Dockrell. The first one, and it's 110, call it 110 kilometres an hour, then he goes pace on, it's 110 faster, then he goes pace on, Woody Callis said fast to take Camper. Pace on ball to Callis beats 8 metres a length. Pace on ball, slow ball was 8 metres a length, so slightly slower. The 20 slow ball was 10 metres, so slightly slower. The 22% difference in pace.
Especially on a pitch like this. Really good first ball dimension. Especially on a pitch like this. First ball dimension and the seam up will come back to after this. The way he bowled by upper hand, the seam up will come back to after this over 58 for 5.
Slow ball to Blue. Slow ball to Blue. Up to 138 meters. 10 metres over 8 meters. 10 meters over 8 meters.
First ball, fast bowler, seam up, play very intelligent. First ball, fast bowler, seam up, very intelligent bowler.
Did you bowl back of the hand slow balls?
Not exactly like this, but mine was different. But yeah, I did try and learn back exactly like this, but mine was especially against the yeah, I did try and learn back of not the right handles with it, especially against the left hand, the leg cutter, not the right handles with the leg cutter.
Who would be the best slow ball bowler in your era? Who would be the best slow ball bowler in your era?
Amazing guy who started the first time I saw him. Amazing trend was the West Indian all-rounder. The first time I saw him, he was the West Indian all-rounder. And I see the way he bowled that slow ball, I've seen him. And Paul Allen, the way he bowled that inside out, I've seen him. There's a fielder there, to no avail, another inside out. There's a fielder there, to no avail, another boundary. His head. Paul Allen ducked him, and so I saw him quite a few batters getting on. So I saw him quite a few batters getting on. He was one of the best ones. On in one day, in 4 days. In our time. So he was one of the best ones. In our time. 88 onwards, 88. My first day was 88 onwards, 88. I think my first day was 88.
Think of someone like Steve Waugh, Chris Kerr. Remember Chris Kerr bowling to someone like Chris Reed Waugh in a test match in England, and Chris Reed bowling to Chris Reed being given out in a test match in England, and Chris Reed Derby then was a wonderful given out LBW of that back of the hand slow ball was a wonderful exponent of that back of the hand slow ball.
There was no concept of slow ball, especially Test cricket. In the early 90s, there was no concept of slow ball, especially Test cricket or even the game back after mid-90s, especially the game by after mid-90s, especially in ODI cricket.
To understand why there was no real, I'm interested in why there was no real exposure to it.
Also, the mindset of the batsman was different.
There was exposure to it.
Nowadays, also the mindset of the batsman was different. Those days, nowadays, poor delivery delivery to go outside the park. Those days, even a poor delivery they got blocked or leave it. So it was the mindset of the batters. Maybe that's why.
Ireland needs something special there, and they need to play well. They're going to beat Oman and Zimbabwe too. Special there, and they need to play well. They're going to beat Oman and Zimbabwe too. He was shaping up for a dummy reverse stroke and Tucker. Ireland's second game of shape. It's the first time we're seeing Australia in this tournament, and they've been impressed. The first time we're seeing Australia. They've had to wait in this tournament, and they've been impressed. They've had to wait coming up. We've got a great five in the tournament. Sri Lanka on the 16th coming up. We've got a good win against Ireland. To Sri Lanka on the 16th. Cooper Connolly, that was very clever. 10 overs bowled, 66 for 5. Cooper Connolly, that was very clever. 10 overs bowled, 66 for 5.
Way behind. Josez way behind. Josez lost too many wickets. Lost the skipper. Lost too many wickets. Lost the skipper. Sent in Colombo.
नितिन भाई वन जेरी नंबर एंटर करना नो वो मिजू कह रहा है मैं कैसा अभी
Smile.
JVE 03150 कार्ड एक्सेस है अनप्रोसेस करना है उसको चेंज करना है वो मैं ही ऐसे करेगा
Say that he got lucky in the thigh.
तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो गया भाई हमारा काम अब
Say that he got lucky. His Australians were missing.
पहले बहुत अच्छा था यार
Staying earlier in the week, the Australians were missing. Staying earlier in the week. Sitting down there, I bet. How good's Nathan Ellis? How good's Nathan Ellis? Speed, up line, T20 cricket, up line. Predictably T20 cricket.
A tough time to be the fourth. A tough time to be, and I say that because of this champion Australian side. I say that because of the three guys champion Australian side. I mean, think of the three guys who Hazelwood in come in, and so often he's difficult to fit into the side. So often he's difficult to fit into the side, and yet. You wouldn't question his skills in this format of the game. You wouldn't question his skills in this format of the game. So good with them.
Plenty of Aussie fans in the house. Plenty of Aussie fans in the house. Good cricket from the Aussies today. Just going back to say good cricket from the Aussies today. Just going back to Nathan Ellis. But he's forced his way to be in that years. He's forced his way to be in that record first choice lineup that you're relying on. Know what you're going to record day after day. All that you're relying on. Know what you're going to get day after day. He is incredibly tough on himself as a bowler. He understands he is. He's incredibly tough on himself. The execution as a bowler. He understands you can execute beautifully and teach the execution. Go around the park. It's just a nice look at the game. Beautifully and teach you go around the park. Here is a look at his three wickets. Started off with absolute beauty. Here is a look at his three wickets. Started off with absolute beauty. Second one, pure deception. Hates on. Third one. Second one, chop on. Doesn't hate on.
process
Third one, no question, chop on. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, for most wickets, the Aussies and T20 internationals most wickets since the Aussies and T20 internationals since slowies. Since the T20 World Cup in 2024, he sits second. The T20 World Cup in 2027, he sits second behind Adam Zampa.
I suppose when you think about it all, and with the three formats that you think about it all, and with the three formats that sometimes a bilateral absolute judge summer resting. There's a test series coming up. It's the 2020 World Cup coming up. It's the 2020 World Cup coming up. Just a single. And another good Ellis over. And 75. Another good Ellis over. 75.
भाई हाँ भाई हाँ क्या बात है
75, Ireland. 75, Ireland behind where they'd like to be. Australia were very good way behind where they'd like to be. Australia were very good a start at 182 for 6. Wouldn't have enjoyed despite a start there nicely. They wouldn't have enjoyed. English covered nicely initially, Green and with a partnership, and then initially with a partnership, and then Stoinis and Renshaw together in a fashion Stoinis not necessarily accustomed to. Lots of running between the wickets, twos, many of them. Lots of running between the wickets, twos, many of them. Up and just over. A fingertip job. Up and just over. Stoinis unable to keep a hold of that one. Marcus Stoinis unable to keep a hold of that one. Tough chance.
It was a tough chance. It looked like he timed his jump to perfection. It was a tough chance. It looked like he timed his jump to perfection. Just fingertips right off the Q end. Fingertips right off the toe. Right off the Q end. Right off the toe. He's chilling out. He's chilling out.
Helped on its way, it'll go for 4. Helped on its way, it'll go for 4. That by Bartlett. Misdirected that by Bartlett, link 4. Top ball, having link 4.
Actually so accurate with his ball so far. He's sliding down the leg side. So accurate. He's sliding down the leg side like he's expecting the batter to back away. Because mid-off is up inside the circle, the batter to back away. Because mid-off is up inside the circle.
Smile between batter and smile between batter and coming up next. Shea coming up next. England against the West Indies. England against the West Indies. Sure there'll be many support, whether at the ground or sure there'll be many support at home, whether at the ground or home might be sitting back at home, wherever home might be. Nudge, about 2. Nudge. Yeah, I've enjoyed the first few days too. Many a team being pushed. Few days. Everybody trying to get started. Many a team also because of conditions. Everybody trying to get started. Sri Lanka. Also because of conditions in India.
So different to what we're used to seeing in T20 cricket, isn't it? Big scores. So different to what we're used to seeing in T20. Guys standing there trying to thump it out of the park repeatedly. Dominating ball. Guys standing there trying to thump it out of the park repeatedly. That's a good shot. Doesn't quite get all of it. Maxwell does brilliantly well again. Doesn't quite get all of it. Maxwell does brilliantly well again.
Ginger in the movement there. There's a little signal to the side. Normally there's a little signal to the side at Maxwell, and he's done brilliantly to make sure it doesn't get to the ropes. And he's done brilliantly to make sure it doesn't get to the ropes. kind of just stops it. Here's labouring attack, gets the throw back in. Here's stops in, is signalling to the dugout. The throw back in for something. Then is signalling to the dugout for something. Ten off. 80 for 5. 10 off. 80 for 5.
A couple of years ago, the next ball, broken leg injury, ankle with broken leg injury, lower leg, ankle with sort of problems, lower leg. Good news is that he's still jogging up the ground. Good news is that he's just jogging up the ground. He's just suffering slightly, but he's okay. Tweaked slightly, but he's okay.
Wish you were here, right?
Fabulous.
Wish you were here, right?
Fabulous. Colombo.
Carrying on with regard to how it's gone in the first few days, 5 days
Carrying
along.
on
With regard to how it's gone in the first few days, 5 days along. That many have enjoyed it. There is the jeopardy that many talk about, kind of how well some players are playing, when they talk about how well some players are playing, and teams are going the group stages, so much on the line as you play, whether it is the group stages or as you go further, which you see the players play. So the freedom at which you see players play can't just kind of throw caution to the wind here a little bit in all can't just kind of throw caution to the wind here and if you can go all guns blazing in the veins, well, good luck to you. If you can, you've got ice in the veins, oh, that's a beauty. Oh, that's a beauty.
Absolute beauty. Absolute beauty. Let's have the bails off there as well. Let's have the bails off there as well. Bounce again, puts it down straight over the top of ball stump. Bounce again, puts it down straight over the top of ball stump. Brilliantly bowled. Exactly right, Tommy. Talking about the conditions and it's exactly right what's needed in this World Cup. About the conditions and the else to talk about is needed in this World Cup. At times, this World Cup so far is going to be a kicking dance game. This World Cup so far is to think away from the situation. Not just blast the man up, but seeing teams in situations so close, but they just can't finish it off. Teams get so close, but then they just can't enormous upsets on the opening night of the tournament. Some enormous upsets on the opening night of the tournament. It just gets down to those real pressure moments. Experience comes through, just gets down to those real pressure moments. Experience comes through.
Hitting with the wind a long way up and should carry the boundary. Yes, it does. A long way up and should carry the boundary. Yes, it does. 6 runs.
Use the wind to your advantage. Use the wind to your advantage. Anything that's been short has been punished. The easiest to score. Anything that's been short has been punished. The easiest to score. Get it up into the breeze. Get it up into the breeze. Closed out his 4 overs. 1 for 29. Closed out his 4 overs. 1 for 29. 27 for 5.
Feel that spoils things. Ever so slightly feel that spoils things. It's a good shot as well. Slightly short. Feel like a good shot as well. Whack or feel like we missed by a long way. You'll take those numbers. 129 to start. Still, you'll take those numbers. 129 to start off the tournament will be important because of conditions.
सबके बाद इक्वल बोर्ड ये काउंट करेगा भैया क्यों 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 चल जाता है 17 काउंट करा हमारा 17 काउंट टोटल 48 काउंट वो उसने बना दिया क्या नाम था उसका
Happiness for
नहीं वो अडे
supporters and fans, Australian supporters and fans start. start.
नुमान भाई मीजू आगे क्या नाम है?
Be important. This man
नुमान भाई इधर
Zampa.
बैठे थे मीजू आगे बैठे थे
This man Zampa.
यार सब कोने में वो जो
Where are you, Das? Give us a wave. Das, come on. Where are you, Das?
आरिफ
It's in our
आरिफ ने सब कोई
Das, come on. It's in our green.
आरिफ ये सब इक्वल दिया ना इक्वल बना के सबके बाद
As a
इक्वल साइज मुश्किल नहीं है
मुश्किल है आप इस्तेमाल
ये कितना मोटा बड़ा फाइल हो जाएगा कितना बड़ा फाइल
10 दिन है वो कल
Change of engine for example.
चलो मैं दो फाइल पे
It's been swung around.
10 पे से
Couple of moments. If you have to slow the pace up and just swung around.
मैं एक बंदा लेके आया मैं एक बंदा लेके कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है
The Irish batters to
मैं
try
चलिए
and hurry on the
बोलेगा
leg
वो
side. Massive breeze to try and take it down leg side. Get into a massive breeze
एक आदमी एक औरत भी चाहिए
straight away.
तो उसके बाद कौन जाएगा आता जाएगा या तुम जाएगा
Straight away the pace out of it there. Makes them try
ऐसा
and
था कि ना
pace
ये अभी
all the pace.
जून मार्च खत्म हो मार्च
Makes
तो
them try the one that generates all the pace out of Zampa. He always feels like if he gets to one step ahead of the batters,
तुम कब जाएगा
he
भैया
always feels like
तुम कब जाएगा भैया छुट्टी
take
मांगो
the pace out or he'll bowl
छुट्टी मांगो भाई तुम शादी शुदा है
coming at him, he'll take the
You are
pace
married
out or
now.
he'll bowl on the defensive
straight
ball.
up in
तो
the
कब वापस
air,
आएगा
against the
वेकेशन
wind.
अक्टूबर में वापस
Straight
आएगा
up in the air, hit
ओके आओ
against the wind.
15 डेज का फ्लाइट
Connolly complete the catch. Connolly completes that one.
बोलेगा
Just as we're saying is the go-to guy, ends up another. Just as we're saying is the go-to guy, ends up another.
That's slow to sorry to go and try and take that up over the leg side. It's into a monster breeze and try and take that up over the leg side. It's into a monster breeze. It's a huge barely had to move. Never easy when
मुश्किल नहीं है ना
barely
इधर एक लड़की बैठेगा भैया
never easy when it goes as high as 6. Kentucky goes for 24. Kentucky 6-6. Kentucky goes for 24.
हाँ नेक्स्ट आप बोलेगा ना भाई टीम जाएगा तीसरी मंथ के लिए अब हम तो नहीं काम कर सकते अपना ब्रांच का काम खत्म नहीं होगा ये जाए वो जाएगा फिर आते जाए ये जाएगी फिर उसके बाद आते भाई जाएंगे फिर ये जाएगा कितने दिन 70 डेज रोज काम करेगा भाई एक्स्ट्रा काम का पैसा तो नहीं मिलता ये तुमको बोलेगा ठीक है पूछेगा ना अभी तो सब जाएगा ये जो भाई जल्दी नहीं ऐसा कोई मामला नहीं ये एक्स्ट्रा काम है तो मैच देखेगा जल्दी जाओ भाई कल इसका कौन करेगा बॉक्स भी कौन डालेगा कि डाल के जाएगा हाँ नेक्स्ट सैटरडे जाएगा कमिंग सैटरडे फ्राइडे को फिर बॉक्स में डालेगा सैटरडे जो ये अच्छा लड़का आदमी नहीं है गलत नहीं बोलो गलत नहीं बोलो बाकी में बंदा लेके आएगा ठीक है ना तुम मुझे अजमान माल नहीं दो मैं काम बंदा लेके आएगा तो काम करेगा टाइम नहीं है तो मंडे को बोलेगा ना वो एक अरेंज करेगा 2 दिन में काम है
Comfortable catch in the end for Connolly. 182 for 6 Australia. Stand out 182 for 6 Australia. Equals Connolly's block stand out along with Renshaw in the partnership.
तेरे मम्मी जी को बोलेगा जाके उधर से कोई फ्री स्टाफ बैठा है उसको बोले इधर
Big score, so not because of the way this pitch is played. Slow score, not because of the way this pitch is played. Slow 5 6s, boundaries.
फिर को दे वापस करो भाई 3
Fours, 5 6s was about that on average. Complete, and it was about that really on average. The average is 20 overs in T20, almost double that. The average is 10 teams have played that way because of the slowness of the service.
काम तो वो वैसे भी नहीं करता काम नहीं करता तो ये काम तो करेगा ना
And that's why we've also our board to the strongest official partnership.
हाँ ऐसे ही बोलेगा मीजू अभी आता है बोलेगा क्यों भैया वाटना कहाँ है भैया ये ठीक है इधर काम कम है भाई इधर मैच देखते हैं उधर मैच देखने का टाइम तुम अपना मूवी नहीं देखो
Six down now. Ireland.
हमसे അവിടെ
Six down
വരട്ടെ
now.
no
Ireland.
I don't want to
Payables.
no payables
ഇവിടെ പണി കുറവുണ്ട് അങ്ങോട്ട് വരാം
Yeah, you say six down. Effectively 7, isn't
no
it?
no no
Yeah, you say six down. The innings effectively
oh
7.
इतनी खुश हुई
അല്ല അവൻ പറയുന്നത് ഒരാൾ ഇങ്ങ് വരാം ഒരാൾ അങ്ങ് വരാം
And he's a big catch in.
I don't want to come
Plays in. And he's a big plus forward. And he's plays in. Off to a
Joe.
good start. And
ये
goes
इसका
in.
देवी का
He's off to a
नहीं भाई वो शादी पे जाता है उसका डबल काम है
he's
वो
go.
अप्रैल में जाएगी
Six.
वो जाएगी मार्च का वो छोटा
Six.
वो छुट्टी मांगते हैं भाई
ये जाएगा
वो पहले वो जाएगी उसने टिकट करवाया इसने
ദേവി കനി പോണ നാട്ടിൽ ഇവെങ്ങനെ അറിഞ്ഞു
नो ചോദിച്ചു वो जाएगी नहीं वो आगे वो गवर्नर का टिकट इसने बुक कराया ना भाई कब का टिकट बुक कराया
എല്ലാം അറിയാം കേട്ടോ ഇവിടുത്തെ കാര്യം കിട്ടാതിരുന്നു
विच डेट टिकट अपना 23 देखो मुझे पता है देश में
ദേവി का
It's been a lovely day. Generally, the weather's been good here in Sri Lanka.
देखो
It's been a
पीवी
lovely
स्पोर्ट्स
day.
और टेक्सी पाकिस्तानी चैनल से देखो फिर मैं टिकट लेके मोदी को
Strong
भेजेगा
enough to hold the ball up in the air some of the time. Suppose strong enough to hold the ball up in the air some of the time.
BBC കുഴപ്പമില്ല
Toughest time is the middle of the
जब वो
day.
पाकिस्तानी चैनल पे मैच देखेगी मैं इसको टिकट
Toughest
लेकर
time
मोदी
is
को
the middle
भेजेगा
of the day.
वो उधर एयरपोर्ट पे पकड़ेगा मोदी
TV पाकिस्तान
That is superb
पाकिस्तान
shot.
टेलीविजन
Magnificent strike. That is superb.
नेशनल स्पोर्ट चैनल
Magnificent strike. Mark at the air.
तुम्हें देखना है तो देखो तो मैं तुम्हारा पिक्चर नहीं भेजेगा तुम्हारा बेस्ट फ्रेंड है वैसे भी वो कंट्री जाएगा वो एयरपोर्ट पकड़ेगा
Play many suburbs.
क्या आते हुए क्या मीटिंग में
Suburbs.
Really involved, great execution. He had no answers to the great man at that stage. No answers to the great man at that stage.
Fair to say you weren't the last.
ठीक है ना
Fair to say you weren't the last.
एक्स्ट्रा काम तो नहीं करेगा
Said
वो भी अजमान माल का बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम मुझे बर्शा 2 दे दो मैं लेने का
well, in the first super over, South Africa needed to score 18. So in the first super over, South Africa needed to score 18.
अभी नहीं पूछेगा मुझे मिलेगा इधर उधर बैठा हुआ रुको ना वेट कर यार
Second one, South Africa scored 23 and Afghanistan scored to take it to a third super over. Hit a 4 to take it to a third super over and got out. So on the way to 2 points. Hard stopping still, no doubt. Hard stopping still, no doubt. The scorecard of the actual game. There's an 87 for 6. The scorecard of the actual game. Batting first, 187 for 6. Brickleton with runs to Cockwood runs. A few hairy moments for them. Brickleton with runs to Cockwood runs. And then lost the middle. Miller at the back end to finish. Nicely played that again. The back end to finish. 4 runs. Nicely played that again. There, 104 runs.
Rangers, this is up and over. Rangers, this is up and over cover. Lady goes again in the same area. Goes again in the same area. Into the 15, 104 for 6. Into the 15, 104 for 6.
South Africa and Afghanistan. Losing the contest, South Africa and Afghanistan. Losing the contest in the second half, in the second super over. Sorry. So New Zealand at the top. South Africa. Super over. Sorry. So New Zealand out Afghanistan for that second spot. Just edging out Afghanistan for that second spot. It's gone up in the air and makes it all the way for a six. It's gone up in the air and makes it all the way for a six. It's all the way. It's an 83. They really have to be a good shot to make it all the way. It's an 83.
As well, Rami, is targeting that straight areas pretty substantial. Much bigger. When you actually go downtown like that, that's a really good strike. When you actually go downtown like that, that's a really good strike. You're going cross.
Done him for a little bit of blue. Done him for a little bit of blue. Outside that off stuff as well. Just drawing him out of that haze. Outside that off stuff as well. Just drawing him out of that haze. Wasn't it? What a response. He's got great control. Right outside his hips. He's got great control. Just tight inside his hips there as well. David on the start is there as well. Played starts 41 strike rate. On a slow well at the stage. Really good 41 strike rate. Slow at the stage. Really sad, but gone for 41 though. Now it's 10%. Island 110 for the loss of 7. Island 110 for the loss of 7. Beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. Yeah. Lights have taken over completely, and it's Australia that have taken over this contest. Taken over completely, and it's Australia that have taken over this contest. Required is 3 for 26 4. 3.2 is being the start for Australia. 3 for 21. Wicket 3.2 is being the start for Australia. Control wickets. Gave them everything. Not afraid to flight the ball. This was such not afraid to dislike the ball. This was drawing him out of the crease, bowling it wider of the stumps. Drawing him out of the crease, bowling it wider of the stumps.
Especially after the ball, which got the same result but a totally different outcome in favour of Zampa. The same result but a totally wonderful outcome in favour of Zampa.
Not a softly spoken man, but when it comes to the heat of the battle, he's right there. Not a softly spoken man, but when it comes to the heat of the battle, he's right there.
He's got to have a big tournament. Australia going to progress into the Super 8s. He's got to have a big
That was
tournament.
supposed to be a big shot. Somebody's lining under that one. That was supposed to be a big shot. Somebody's lining under that one. Balls for Ireland. Connolly there takes the catch. Another one. Balls for Ireland. Is Zampa picks up the score. 22. Australia is leading spell for him. 4.22. Australia is leading it.
I really like the way they set up this match. Disciplined. I really like the way they set up this match. Very clever through the middle stages. They bat. I find bowling clever through the middle stages. They pick up the ball really good out of there. Tries very best. He must have said, I'll have tried their best today against that Friday class. He must have said, I'll have tried their best today against the biggest side of the ground. He's gone 12, unfortunately. It's the biggest side of the ground, and he's gone 12. It's 111 to 8. Yeah, that is so lovely. Look at that. We're on the west side of Colombo. Yeah, that is so lovely. Look at that. We're on the west side of Colombo. Cameraman and right across this production of bringing you guys the very best of pictures. This, of course, is a beautiful part of the world. Very best of pictures. This, of course, is a beautiful part of the world. And we are, of course, on the west coast, subcontinental ground. And we are, of course, on the west coast. You get these magnificent come to a close, beautiful afternoons. afternoon's come to a close. Beautiful afternoons.
Gone for the appeal. Keeper is pretty sure. Umpire isn't. Gone for the appeal. Keeper is pretty sure. Gone down the leg side. And they've gone for a review. Gone down the leg side. And they've gone for a review.
Umpire review for on-field decision. Umpire review for fair delivery. Watching split screen. Struck out. Fair delivery. Watching split screen. License go. License go. Okay. Like the umpire. Like the umpire. Waiting for the umpire. Please. Waiting for the umpire. Please. License go. Okay, license go. Okay, flat line as the ball past the bat. Then go here, flat line as the ball past the bat. This you can stay with your note of decision. This you can stay with your note of decision.
That's a good one from the umpire. Felt that there's some part of the glove or the inside edge. Felt that there's some part of the glove or the inside edge. Strike away from wrapping this up. I'll then strike away from wrapping this up. Slipped only away towards mid-wicket. Slipped only away towards mid-wicket for the loss of 8. That is stunning. End of the over, 112 for the loss of 8. That is stunning.
You know you've come to a party life. Sit back. You know you've come to a sunset life. That's been sit back. Watch the cricket. Enjoy a sunset like that. That's spectacular. Watch it. Watch it. It's beautiful country. It's beautiful country.
Nature's Amsterdam. Nature's Amsterdam. Lovely. Pollution-free Colombo setting. Pollution-free Colombo. He's back, Ellis. 3 for 9 of his 3. He's back, Ellis. 3 for 9 of his 3. Bundle of energy.
Tore the heart out of Ireland up front.
Bundle of energy.
Tore the heart out of Ireland up front. Really set the right with the Islands. Could never get going. Really set the right substantial run chase as well. Could never get going. 180 is above par on the serve run chase as well. I think 180 last above par on the serve
matches that have been played with him.
Certainly the last 10
I'd say 130s that have been played with him.
Australia did well. They just
Playing well through the middle.
Australia did well. They just
Playing well through the middle, try and get greedy, ran really hard, good athletic ability, didn't try and get greedy, ran really hard, good athletic
and as a
ability.
result, it just means that bowlers now have been under very little pressure.
And as a result,
Ellis
just
set
means
it up
that bowlers
nicely.
now have been under very little
pressure and all
Ellis
inside
set it
those
up
first
nicely.
few overs
3%
already. When you've got to all inside
More
those
than
first
par
few overs,
overs,
got to
get
get
off
off
to
more than par total. A start that
You've
just
got to get
lets
off
you
to
breathe a little bit through the middle.
a start that just lets you breathe a little bit through the middle.
That didn't happen, unfortunately, for Ireland this evening.
Scotland Zampa 20. Now part of the Scotland Zampa 23. Now part of the elite seconds.
Full of wickets. 30-point partnership was just partnership of 6 full of wickets. That really sort of set the play up. It wasn't easy partnership for 6. That really sort of set the play up. It wasn't easy for him to play.
This could be it. Catch is taken. Catching has been very good. This could be it. Catch is taken. Catching has been very good. Ellis picks up. Sterling is not available to bat. So it's slow for Ireland. Paul Sterling is not available to bat. So best figures for Ellis in T20Is has been fantastic. Best figures for Ellis in T20Is has been fantastic as well. So wholesome performance from Australia as well. So a lot of performance from Australia and sensibly taking a lot of bases. All around sensibly, more beautifully wickets.
Very clinical.
All around and in the end.
Yeah, very clinical start to the bowling innings in particular. Excellent start to the bowling innings in particular. Win of 67, which is 20. Win of 67, which is very comprehensive win here. Over gamer dominated through very comprehensive win here. The strongest partnership dominated through the middle. It wasn't necessarily the most exciting partnership we've seen, but it wasn't necessarily the most exciting partnership we've seen, but it got the job done for that effort. Able to close through the middle, backed up by Ellis. Able to close through the middle there, Rabbies. Best figures by Ellis, big 20 eyes. As we mentioned there, stage to do it on the World Cup opening 20 eyes. Stage to do it on the World Cup opening for Australia. Has been there the last of play a week since they've arrived here. They're the last of 2 points on the board. It's 2 points on the board. Captain Paul Sterling down the first over with injury there. We don't know what Sterling down the first over. Got injury. We don't know what. Limped off the field.
Australia would be very happy with the performance. It's a big win. Australia would be very happy with the performance. It's a big win. Winning a 67-run sequence to get the 3 times in a row. So this is a losing break for the sequence. 5 times in a row. So
Lost the 2 to India as well at home. Lost that series 2-1. There was 2 to India as well at home. Lost that series 2-1. There was Southern window ahead of the Ashes. Well, in Oz in that early summer window ahead of the Ashes. This is the World Cup. This is when Australia do arrive at the tournament. Worthwhile because this is the World Cup. This is when Australia do arrive at the tournament. A delayed party. Done so handsomely, albeit come amongst a delayed party with a good solid win over Ireland. With a good solid win over Ireland.
So racing without their regular level, so very good shape. The squad, the playing 11, know what to do. Very good shape. Roles identified and they follow through. They know what to do with the ball. Roles identified and they follow performance superbly with all our Ireland for just 150 performance to all our Ireland for just 150. And this strategy with that card.
Samuel, right here. Bowling card, all the card. Ellis is out. Ellis at the top did the damage. All the piece. Ellis final. Ellis at the top did the damage. But through the middle, he's up and so dangerous. Economy rate's always there. Through the middle, he's up and so dangerous. Economy rate's always there and about. He's got complete control. Handy contributions as well. He's got complete control. He's underrated. Handy contributions as well. No doubt about that. Conley. He's underrated. So Australia wins by 67 runs. 182 was the total. So Australia win by 67 runs. 182 was the total. Do so. 16 chased out overs. They'll bowl out to do so. 16.5 overs. They'll bowled out.
It's a big win for Australia. Win by 67 win for Australia. Tremendous all-round performance. Win by 67 runs. Tremendous all-round performance. 12-1. Dropped by red shot point. Early in the piece. Otherwise, the dropped by red shot point. Early in the piece. Otherwise, the fielding was brilliant. Right then, it's Australia all the way against Ireland. Ireland limited to Australia all the way against Ireland. Ireland limited to 112. Getting ready for where the match interview. Getting ready for Nile the match interview. It's going to be Nile downstairs.
Outstanding performance with the ball from Nathan Ellis. He's our player of the match today. Outstanding performance with the ball from Nathan Ellis. He's our player of the match today. From former Australian World Cup winning captain and Cork commentator Aaron former Australian. Thank you very much, Finnish captain and Nathan. Let's just start off Thank you
With
very
the
much,
surface,
Vinci.
when you're
Nathan,
flying,
let's
let's
Sri
just start
Lanka
off
and India, this part
with
of
the
the world.
surface. When
Are
you're
you
flying to Sri Lanka
licking your
and
lips in
India,
this
this
part
part
of
of
the
the
world?
world. Are you licking
No,
your
it's
lips
probably more
at
the
the pictures
unknown of what you're going to get. I've
receive?
been here a few times now, and no, it's probably more the unknown of what you're going to get. I've been here a few times now, and some of the games at this tournament, mixed bag at the stadium watching our game today. Some of the games at this tournament, a lot of spin through the middle, and slower wickets. Our game today, you a little bit coming in, a lot of spin through the middle, and slower wickets, on the fly, and a little bit coming in. Just wanted to get started. It's been a long running for us now, and I've had some time off. Just wanted to get started. It's been a long running for us now, and I've had
It's
some
very
time off back
strange for
home.
us to watch an Australia team without the likes of Cummins, Hazelwood. It's very strange for us to watch an Australia team without the likes of Cummins, Hazelwood, and Mitchell Stark, for example. So more responsibility for yourself.
I mean, the average height down a lot now leading into this. We actually haven't seen a lot of the big boys. We've seen a lot now leading into this. We actually haven't seen a lot of the big boys in the bilateral series in the last 18 months. We've guys in the recent series washed as far. So Sean had together a fair bit now, and guys in the recent series. I think the planning and the processes now and 18 months leading to this has put us in good stead. The planning and go deep hopefully without 18 months leading to this has put us in good stead to go deep hopefully without the likes of the big boys.
When did you decide that you were going to bowl that ball then? Slow ball. When did you
Probably
decide
after watching
that you were going to
the
bowl
first
that
couple
ball
of
then?
overs, probably after watching Xavier first couple of overs, and there wasn't a lot of swing or seam there for him. Swing Xavier sort of dictated, and there wasn't a lot of swing or seam there for him. Sort of dictates sort of trying to see what I can see from deep square in the middle side. So yeah, sort of trying to see what I can see from deep square.
22% difference between that slower ball to get rid of the dare and the pace on to get rid of that slower ball to get rid of the dare measurement that you look to work towards? Is that the kind of
for me being a little bit shorter and a little bit skinnier, especially on these wickets, when I do go pace on, I just try and hit the wickets skinnier, especially on these wickets, when I do go pace on, I just try and hit as much as I can with my arm speed and similar, and hopefully the ball speed, as much as I can with my arm speed, similar, and hopefully the ball speed as big a difference as I
finally
can.
before I let you go, Adam Zampa, word on Adam Zampa, thought he bowled superbly, he's going to let you go, Adam Zampa, word on Adam Zampa, thought he bowled superbly, he's going to have a massive play in this tournament.
Yeah, it's one of those ones with Zorby, he sort of does that snowy walk off, really thinks another day, really don't want to take him for granted. I think he's one of the world's best, but he really think about it, I really don't want to take him for granted. He's one of the world's best, but he gives tonight, but I mean, I can't go without another great attitude tonight, but I mean, I can't go without mentioning that pads on a little bit earlier than I would have liked. It would have been hard for me to score a few runs out there, so I pads on a little bit earlier than I would have liked. It would have been hard for me to score a few runs out there, so it was Brennan's experience, Brennan's and starting to put on a partnership like that.
You certainly did apply a lot of pressure, you were a player of the match, well done.
Thank you very much.
You certainly did apply a lot of pressure, you were a player of the match, well done.
Thank you very much, Alice. That partnership of 61 from Alice. 45 was that partnership of 61 for Australia, because if they'd lost a wicket then it would have been difficult to get to Australia, because if they'd lost a wicket then it would have been difficult to get to 180. Batted well, was calculated into his batting. Batted well, ran the singles and twos beautifully. Have another look at the group standing. Australia played one, they won this by the look comfortably. The group standing, Australia played one, they won this. Is going to be the lead. Sri Lanka played one, they won one as well. Is going to be Zimbabwe. Sri Lanka played one, they won one as well. Top two from each group lost one. Super 8 stages. Top two from each group progresses to the Super 8 stage, as we all know. Alice 4 for 12 in 3.5 overs. Alice 4 for 12 in 3.5 overs. Get cracking against him. Couldn't pick up the slow balls. Really pace on deliveries. Cracking against him. Couldn't pick up the slow balls. Pace on deliveries. Teamwork from Australia. As good as Alice. Teamwork from Australia. 67 runs after putting up Australia. They win this by 67 runs, 82 for the loss of 6. And then restricted Ireland just for the loss of 6. And then restricted Ireland to get going at the score. South for Ireland. Get going at the upper end. South for Australia. At the upper end, right throughout this contest. Tommy Bakwa is getting ready to have a chat with the two captains. Is getting ready to have a chat with the two
Here's
captains.
an opportunity first up to speak to
The Irish captain, I'll say
Here's an
standing
opportunity
captain,
first up to
Tucker
speak
alongside.
to
The Irish captain, I'll say
first of all, let's
standing
talk about
captain,
Paul and what's happening there.
His
And
knee,
Lorcan,
his
first of all,
calf,
let's
his
talk about
hamstring,
Paul
what is
and
what's
what's
happening
happening
there.
there.
Took a bit of a
His
knock on his knee,
his
taking that
calf,
catch
his
in the first
hamstring,
innings.
what is
Yeah, I think he
pretty
just took a bit of a knock on his knee, taking that catch in the first innings. Tried to go out and pretty unfortunate to lose like that. I know he was absolutely wasn't able to go out, so hopefully we can see the second innings off to a good start.
Yeah,
But he
with
wasn't able to,
180 to
unfortunately,
try
so
and
hopefully we
chase
can get
down.
that right.
He was a big miss, wasn't he?
180
Right
to
up
try
at the
and
top of the
chase
order.
down.
Yeah, obviously
He was a big miss, wasn't he? Right up at the top of the order.
Yeah, obviously massive.